Hi, good afternoon. How are you doing? How was the budget according to you? Comments में लिखिए. Okay, this is a budget special. So I'll not do a live today in the night. Okay, so I thought I'll do this live अभी. And also I wanted to talk about budget में क्या हुआ. जो लोग अभी नहीं देख पा रहे हैं, many people, so they can watch later on whenever they finish their office or whatever it is. Okay, so it is I talk about the budget and then what happened and what next, what to expect, and why is this is being called as a good budget, but at the same time still the market is a little down. That is because of the macros and all. Market is looking at the macros and all that, the tariffs which have been imposed on Canada, Mexico, China. उसकी वजह से market is looking at that, and the dollar has strengthened more, and the rupee is weakened, the yuan has weakened, and I think even the yen is down. No, yen is up. Okay, so what we'll do is that we'll look at the features. Top gainers at this point in time, which is 12:17, are Saregama, Westlife, Metro Brand, Chalet Hotels, Jubilant, Jubilant Foods, of course, expected because of their consumer names. Everyone knows this, that consumer discretionary stocks will be up now, and because of the income tax boost which the finance minister has given to the consumers, the consumer stocks are likely to do well. ये तो सबको पता है. Okay, but what else to expect? Okay, I'll quickly talk through, because this is a long list which I have been able to compile. If anything is left, you can write it in the comment box. Okay, now after this boost, after this tax exemption, 1 lakh crore is likely to now go in the hands of the consumer, which means that the consumer has more money to spend on discretionary things, and also it's likely to flow into insurance, banks, which is people will save more, so savings deposit बढ़ेंगे, so banks are likely to do well. Okay, and also travel, tourism, these are some of the sectors which are likely to do well, which will, I think, do well. And also और कहाँ जाएगा पैसा? If you save money, autos, people will buy more cars, and this will trickle down. This will be gradual. This will not happen आज declare हुआ और कल हो गया. No, this will happen month after month. So you can expect it to be gradually unfold, this story to gradually unfold. Okay, so but these are the sectors wherein now the money will move in. We are seeing RVNL, the railway stocks are majorly down. They were down even on Saturday when the budget was, and मुझे तो कल ही लग रहा है because I was reading yesterday also, but the budget, the whole weekend was budget. So RVNL, IRFC, IRCON, they all are taking a massive beating because the railways didn't get the allocation which it usually gets, and also Capex stocks are little down, but good Capex stocks will still do well. I'll tell you why. Okay, because of this now RBI rate cut is also expected now, so that will further add money that will make loans cheaper, so people can borrow more, and the banks can lend more, and banks का CRR भी उनको कम हो जाएगा, and repo rate कम होगा तो, so because of that the real estate sector will do well. So it's a trickle down effect, one thing leads to the other. Okay, so that's why I'm saying, like, ऊपर दिख रहा है कि नहीं, it is only consumption thing or Capex story will be down, so let me sell all the Capex stocks. No, this is still a bottoms up market. You have to be stock specific, and you have to also look at the fundamentals of the company still, which I always say, I'm a fundamental person more than the wave or the hawa, that because the consumption will do well now, everyone is saying, so consumption will do well, so let me buy consumption stock, let me sell my Capex stocks. No. Okay, ये 2 point हो गया. This is actually a long बहुत ज़्यादा लिखा मैंने. ओके. ओके, सो नाउ अच्छा ये तो मैंने वर्ल्ड का लिखा था. चाइना इज लाइकली टू फाइल अ लॉ सूट अगेंस्ट यूएस अगेंस्ट टैरिफ्स. ताइवान इंडेक्स जो डाउन, ये था सुबह. ओके, 3%. Hang Seng was down 3%, but most of the experts believe that India is likely to not feel that much of pressure as the other these countries are facing, because the many of the big companies, they are बहुत उनका जो market है, that is also domestic facing. So all these things, and so far Trump has not taken the name of India, that he will tax India quite a lot. He will increase a lot of tariffs on India, and also PM Modi is going to meet him. So probably a deal can be struck. Okay. So Bitcoin is also down 6%. $95,000 के नीचे है ये. ओके, इससे अब आगे चलते हैं. FIIs ने फ्राइडे को 1347 crores पुल आउट किया, एंड 824 crores DIIs ने बाय किया. सो ये दिस इज अनलाइकली टू चेंज फॉर सम टाइम स्टिल. This buying of FII and selling of FII and buying of DII. Okay, now I come to this whole segment. This was the macros picture and all that, which keeps changing. So tomorrow, कल दोबारा दूसरे macros होंगे. Apart from this tariff thing, बाकी सब कुछ change हो सकता है. Okay, so now investors, are they likely to shift from building or the Capex stocks to consumer stocks? Well, now where are banks placed in this? Now banks will be at the center. This side is consumer stocks, this side are Capex stocks, but the bank stocks are in the center. So most of the people, or most of these DIIs and institutional people, they are still likely to remain invested in banks, because at the end, at the heart of all this lending, borrowing, RBI, or all this deposit हो गया, borrowing हो गया, credit हो गया, whatever, for anything, banks are at the center, and banks have done well. So bank stocks will remain in focus. They will be bought. Everyone has banks. They will still continue to have banks, and the good banks like HDFC, all those top banks, they will still continue to do well. Okay, so banks are at the center. This is, I think, most of the experts believe. And I was like, if you want to, because your salary, your tax has come down, so you're thinking, oh, now I can buy a house. Okay, now I can take a loan. So whom will you go to? You'll go to the bank. Okay, oh, I have less tax. Now I have to pay less tax. So let me save some money. So where will you deposit that money? In the bank. Okay. If you're like, okay, let me buy a new mobile phone or a laptop or anything. Oh, I have 10,000 less off. Let me buy it through a credit card. So the credit card comes from the bank. So banks are at the center of all this. So banks will always be in favor. Okay. So this banks are in the center. So banks are here. Now we come to the consumer stocks. अच्छा ये तो आज के कुछ रिजल्ट्स है, इसको छोड़ो. Okay, so now in the consumer stocks, this is now I'll start taking the names of some of the stocks and companies or something. So this is not a recommendation or a buying suggestion or something. This is just for the informational purposes. You might already be having these stocks. I have most of these stocks. I already have most of these stocks. So this is nowhere related to the information thing. This is just for investing thing. This is just for information, and treat it like a discussion. Okay, whatever I read and whatever I've spoken to people, this is the crux of it. So now even in the consumer thing, you also will look at stocks which have good valuation, which have decent valuation, because ऐसा नहीं कि कुछ भी खरीद लो. As I said, आज भी जो gainers winners चल रहे हैं, or even in the grey market and even in the penny stocks and all that micro caps, many of these ये हवा जो चल पड़ी है उसके उनको फायदा हो रहा है. Okay, but you have to look at the valuations also, and you have to also look at the fundamentals of the company and the promoters of the company and the management definitely. Okay, so stocks which are likely to ask to market down है because they are looking at the tariffs and all that ये वो सब करके, and because the markets ended flat on Saturday, this will gradually take momentum or gain momentum. So ITC, Devyani, Westlife, VBL, which is Varun Beverages, Jubilant, Voltas, गर्मी बहुत पड़ने वाली है वैसे इस बार. The summers are going to be very harsh. It's getting hotter in Bangalore. In अभी February शुरू ही हुआ है. Okay, Voltas, Polycab, White Goods, Pharma, Healthcare. If you have money, when you have to pay less taxes, God forbid you have to go to hospital. Let me take a private room instead of a general ward. और private room वाले जो लोग हैं वो सूट में चले जाएंगे, suite ले लेंगे. Okay, hospital में if they have to get admitted, God forbid. Okay, healthcare stocks, healthcare, when you have more disposable income, you will buy more of these extra supplements जो होते हैं, खाने के supplement होते हैं, वो सब extra. So these are actually discretionary. See, if you have more money, if you have to pay less taxes, I'm not saying more money कर रही हूँ, you have to pay less taxes, then you will not buy more shampoo, you will not buy more tea, you will buy tea as much as you want. एक महीने में एक पैकेट है तो you will buy one packet only, which you were buying even earlier. But you will buy a better quality of tea. You will buy थोड़ा अच्छा साबुन ले लूं. You will buy get my premium products. Okay, something you wanted to try always, which was a little expensive, you will now think of buying it. So because of that, discretionary products जो हैं उनका सेल बढ़ेगा, बढ़ सकता है. Okay, so because of that, because there's a limited amount of tea, sugar or jaggery or soap or all these grocery things, there's a उससे ज्यादा नहीं होगा ना. आप ज्यादा वॉशिंग पाउडर थोड़ी ले लेंगे वॉशिंग मशीन के लिए. So you will buy premium products. So because of that, premium products and discretionary spends can go up, and the stocks associated with the discretionary spends are likely to do well. And same is the case with auto. Auto में कौन से नाम है सबको मालूम है. Eicher, Bajaj, Maruti, M&M, सब टॉप नेम्स है. ये एक्सपेंसिव हो गए थे. Thankfully the market had corrected, like अभी correction चल रहा था. So you can now look at buying at all these stocks can go up. I will not say buy. Okay. Then there is Britannia, Dabur, Nestle, HUL. These stocks can also do well. Today they are not doing well, but gradually. Then of course the Trent है. Then there is this tourism related stocks. Indigo का तो नया आज टारगेट भी आ गया है. ITC का भी नया टारगेट आ गया है. M&M का भी टारगेट है. अभी तो लग नहीं रहा उस टारगेट पे जाएंगे because the market is really down. I hope it retains that. It holds to its support level. 23,290 is Nifty, and Sensex is 77.15. 490 points down there. Okay. What else? Yeah, power stocks will also likely to do well because already the power demand was up. So as you buy more consumer durables का सेल भी ऊपर जा सकता है because people will that much awaited bigger television or the much awaited bigger fridge or the much awaited what mobile or what much awaited washing machine, expensive वाला, that can be bought now. But वो चलेगा कैसे, उसके लिए उसको power चाहिए. So for that, power stocks are also likely to do well. This was doing well. This will further do well because India is the consumption of power has gone up over the years. Okay, so this will also do well. Then travel and tourism related stocks will do well because discretionary है. चलो वो बहुत दिनों से we had to go for that holiday. Let's go for that holiday. Okay, so holiday में the airlines, which is mostly इसमें Indigo ही है, primary वही stock है, but hotel stocks, IHCL, chalet hotels, ITC hotels भी अभी list हुआ है recently, and other tour operators, easy trip and all that, they can do well. Okay. अच्छा, this will happen gradually. ऐसा नहीं है आज है कल ही हो जाएगा या इसी हफ्ते में हो जाएगा. This is not like that. This may unfold gradually as people start spending money, the extra money or the money that they have saved from taxes. Then these stocks are likely to do well. Okay. कहाँ थी मैं? हाँ, tourism stocks. Okay. Okay. Now also there is this new call on DMart. DMart was doing has corrected quite a lot, but DMart is now likely to do well again. It was up even on the budget day. इसका accumulate call आया है. By whom I have not written here, by some brokerage. 44 से 4600 इसका target है. Where is it now? DMart was facing quite a 4170. Today the market is down, but it has a new target of 4400 to 4600 by some brokerage. Okay, this is not my target. Okay, it was facing a lot of challenge from others in this company, in this segment. Okay, so many people are now getting into retail. Zudio hai, Reliance hai, yeah, and online actually, quick e-commerce. Okay, so DMart. Okay, then Dixon can see good. Of course, Dixon is a stock which is associated. Dixon is a company which is associated with consumer mobiles, laptops, washing machines. Dixon. This is my favorite stock, Dixon. I'm so happy that Dixon is maybe after the budget also. It's one of the favorites. Anyway, Dixon is a good company. PSU stocks. Okay, now PSU stocks, as you've been seeing, is they are being corrected because PSUs को उतना allocation नहीं मिला है, अलग से नहीं मिला है. But the government has stated clearly that they believe in disinvestment, and of course PSU stocks. Now, इसमें भी you have to put a bottoms up approach, wherein you have to pick stocks which have good valuations and good earnings. Okay, like PSU में banks भी है. PSU stocks में खाली railways नहीं है. PSU में banks है. Then defense stocks. Defense, actually, how much would you give it to defense? Defense already had so much of allocations, and if you look at the order books, which these big defense names have, like BDL, BEL, Mazgaon Dock, BHEL, yeah, and और कौन सा है defense stock? It's not coming in my head. Cochin shipyard से better है Mazgaon Dock, and और कौन सा है defense में? You can type. It's not coming to me. Okay, so defense, with the stocks which have the companies which have good order books, they are likely to do well. It's not like, oh, I should sell this and all that. I don't think so. I don't believe it. I'm not selling my defense stocks. I have Mazgaon, I have BEL, I have what क्या है मेरे पास? BDL है मेरे पास. Okay, I'm not selling them. Then real estate. Real estate stocks are also likely to do well because now people can take loan for buying houses, and if the interest rate is lowered by the RBI further down the week, 5th or so ही है RBI वाला. So then, of course, loan lena bhi easy hai. The rates are down, plus the tax is also reduced. So then, real estate can see this continuum in the current momentum that it is having. Okay, banks should do well, as I said. FY26 will be a golden year for the banks. This is what Ramji Agarwal has said. Okay, because as I said, the banks will be in the center of all this activity. Okay, major urban facing these consumption companies, they are likely to do very well because urban consumption will now gather steam. The government is expecting that, and so is So are the companies, because now इनका जो consumption कम हो गया था, that will go up, क्योंकि urban demand अब lift हो सकती है because of this tax cut. Okay, then we come to uh, someone was saying that the capex has slowed down. There's a critic of the government. Then even despite of, I will not say very less allocation, 16% growth can be seen in capex. Why? Because of the grants to the states. It's not only the job of the central government to do roads, railways, and only see roads, railways, defense, roads be the national highways and all that, and the others, state highways. That is under the central government. But otherwise, other capex is also uh, the state governments. So the grants to states are there. So because of that, 16% of growth can be seen in capex. That's what I was saying, that ऐसा नहीं है कि capex there will be a capex slow down and all that. वो नहीं, मुझे तो नहीं लगता है. Okay, then this fiscal target of 4.4%, despite of all this, actually 1 crore people will not pay taxes after this. Okay, so but still the FM has given a fiscal target of 4.4%, which is good. Okay, so खर्चा मतलब पैसा कम भी आएगा. Target this income tax, there will be lesser people will be, lesser number of people will be paying taxes, but still FM has given a 4.8 है अभी, 4.4 तक ले जाने का उन्होंने टारगेट रखा है, which is good enough. Okay, then the credit guarantee will boost growth. There's a credit guarantee for and social security schemes for the lower middle class, and even the annadata. If you remember, there was this the acronym ज्ञान करके acronym था, गरीब युवा अन्नदाता नारी. So now through these credit guarantees are likely to boost growth. Okay, this was the whole budget which I wrote my points. This list is too long. I can't read this. Okay, so these credit guarantees are likely to boost growth. See, I was always like, there's this thing that yes, I'm against freebies. Nothing should be free. You have to earn it, because otherwise people become complacent. Okay, that's why socialism and all वो उतना चला नहीं, because people will कुछ ना करो मिल तो जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. But yes, you should help people who are very poor. Okay, global backdrop is a concern that I think I've already spoken about, and what else? Defense, ships, road, and all, they are in focus. This also I've said. Defense, shipping, road, infra, this has been in focus since 2021. So iske liye some people are, this why this selling in these railways and all is happening. Let's see kahan jaake ye rukta hai. I also have RVNL. I bought it long back, so I'm also watching that stock. I don't want to sell it, but if it falls beyond a point, I have to sell it. Okay, markets are likely to remain range bound. So this doesn't mean that the market will, in the beginning of the year, there is this most of the experts agree on this one point, which is markets are likely to remain range bound in this year. But still, the target for Nifty, the target for 26,500 to 27,000 is where most likely experts agree. Like the Nifty will end the year at these levels. Okay. Apart from that, I've already spoken about a middle class family and all that. Fiscal discipline, I've also spoken about it. Yeah, but if you have money, I've also spoken about this. Discretionary spending, products, or to be careful of mini cycles. Yes, you have to be careful about mini cycles. What happens is that अभी कुछ ज़्यादा दिन पहले नहीं ये था, large cap ले लो, small cap बेच दो. That cycle, that narrative had come in. Yeah, buy a lot of IT and pharma. Now, these are mini cycles in a cycle. So don't completely fall for it. You can get into I will not take the name, in a good stock, IT stock or a pharma stock, but you think that you should be उसमें पूरा ही चले गए, IT pharma ही हो गया, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. The mini cycles comes as real estate was a mini cycle. It is doing well, but again, as now it's boring that you have to be stock specific. Okay, manufacturing cycle remains a long term story for India. You have to have a balanced portfolio. No matter what, you should have a bit of you can have a bit of capex, you can have a bit of definitely banks, fmcg. FMCG बीच में एकदम negative हो गया था. For 2-3 years it was not giving uh, good returns. ITC was doing well since last now 2 years, and now again it will do well because there's no change in tobacco tax. Okay, so it will again do well apart from the other reasons for buying FMCG. But you should have a balanced portfolio. No matter what happens, even if the macros go wrong, then there are some stocks or some sectors which will do well. Okay, macros उतना तो अभी जो है tariffs हो गया या for that matter even Fed का कुछ हो गया. Fed ने तो अभी बोल दिया it's like just holding to status quo situation. Still the markets are, but there is an overreaction. Like this is an overreaction to tariffs and all, because ऐसा नहीं that India has been threatened against some tariffs and all. So far it hasn't happened. I hope it doesn't happen. And yes, Q4 results पे नजर रखिए. Q3 हुआ है अभी, Q4 results आने वाले हैं. In another March, April में आ जाएंगे. So watch out for that. It's not necessary that you buy anything and everything which is FMCG. Don't do that. Watch out for Q4 results. RBI may cut rates. I've already said this. Okay, if you want to see key allocations in the key sectors which have seen allocations in the budget, which is urban development has around 0.96. Now it is the FM has distributed everything. If you just hear to this, she has distributed things proportionately. Urban development has 0.96 lakh crores of allocation. IT and telecom has 0.95 lakh crore of allocation. Energy has 0.81 lakh crore allocation. Commerce and industry has 0.65 lakh crore allocation. Social welfare has 0.60 lakh crore allocation, and scientific department has 0.55 lakh crore allocation. Okay, so she has tried to do, because capex भी रखना है, fiscal deficit भी कम करना है, consumption भी boost करना है. All this was not is not easy actually, and the most important thing is fiscal deficit. And this government has been, for the last 10 years, they have maintained this fiscal deficit thing despite of COVID and all that thing. Fiscal deficit अच्छा रखा है इस सरकार ने, and it says what it does, right? Okay, so this is what is the overall thing, what I understand of the budget. If there is something you want to add, you can write in the description box, and I'll, so that even मुझे भी कुछ information मिल जाए. And for those who are not able to see now, you can see the live later in the evening, because I will not be doing the live in the night today. Okay, so I'll see you then tomorrow, and I hope by the end of the day the market is a little up. What is up today at this hour? Let us see. Samrat Forgings is up 20%. Sahaj Fashions, now these fashion and these consumers and discretionary spend stocks are likely to do well. Samrat Forgings, Sahaj Fashions, Clinitech Laboratory, this is what pharma stock, Bulgaria Industries, Capital Trust, Olympic Cards, etc. These are small, okay, small companies. These are small companies. Otherwise, big names. Nifty 50 वाले में Bajaj Finance is up. As I said, banks are at the center. So Bajaj Finance, Bajaj Finserv, and all they can do well. Bajaj Finance is up. Maruti Suzuki is up. M&M is up. Wipro is up. Bharti Airtel is up. Okay, these are the Nifty 50 gainers. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. And have a great session. And market, मैं market देखना भूल गई. It's still in the red. Nifty is 200 odd points down. Sensex is 539 points down. I know why there's so much of fear. And Nifty Bank is 311 points down. So much of fear of the tariffs and the macros going wrong. Okay. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day and take care of yourself and bye.